to the Ladies of the Night Podcast with your hosts, Carson and
Hunter. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, our Twitter, our Instagram, and now we got Spotify.
We're on Spotify.
Not all the episodes are on there yet.
They will be on there by the time this video is uploaded.
Alrighty.
So, start listening on the Spotify.
You got the Spotify now.
And Hunter didn't say it, but we got the TikTok too. But you guys should know by now.
TikTok, yeah.
You guys should know by now. But yes, the Spotify, it's not video. We're not Joe Rogan. We're not sponsored by them. We can't just put video on there like most people can. So if you want to watch the video version like you are now, stay on YouTube. But, you know, if you're ever listening to Spotify, if you're at work or you're at school and you're doing something, and you're on Spotify, go ahead and listen to the podcast if you haven't watched it already. It's not different. It's the fucking same, but they're on there. So,
without the video.
Yeah. It's the whole thing. The intro's on there. The outro.
The little music at the beginning and end.
The outro's in there. So, yeah. Anyways. We could start.
Get right into her?
Now.
All right, who you want to start with? Articles.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, I did 2.
Okay.
You know what? We'll play rock, paper, scissors. We haven't done this before. We'll do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Okay.
To be more interactive.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
You gotta start off with a good one for them audio listeners.
Hell yeah, because they can't see it.
We gotta...
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Fuck.
Are we doing best 2 out of 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, shit.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck. Oh, let's go. Carson wins.
Fine. You gonna do both of yours first?
No, I'll do one and then you do one. Okay, so, as many of you all might know, I am an art major. So I tend to, when I'm on the news as well, I tend to look at things art-wise that are on the news. So, like, last year when they were building that new, like, Martin Luther King Jr. statue or something like that.
Yeah, ugly-ass looking statue.
Yeah, and it looked like 2 beans hugging, like, or, like, 2 weird circled shapes. Just like,
it's just dumb looking.
Because you could tell they were hands, but, like, nothing else. It definitely looked weird. It was very abstracted. But
abstracted?
Yeah.
You could just say abstract.
It was very abstract, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was...
I would have rather just a large statue of his face.
Yeah. Well, he already has one of those. He has a big statue of him.
No, just his head, though. It's like a massive
head. That's not what the statue was about. The statue was about, like, him and his wife, like, hugging or something like that. So...
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why it was like 2 arms going like...
His wife hugging.
Or whatever. I'm pretty sure. If I remember right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyways, going on with that. I'm looking on the news, and I don't know if you remember, around this time last year, actually, some, like, climate change activists, like protesters.
The soup?
With the Just Oil people or whatever.
Just Stop Oil or something?
Yeah, Just Stop Oil. How they went into whatever museum it was and they fucking threw tomato soup on a fucking Van Gogh painting. It was like his sunflower painting or whatever.
Yeah, that one.
Luckily it didn't ruin the actual painting because they have glass that are in front of those. So, speaking of that, the same protesting,
that group's just fucked.
Organization.
They do stupid shit.
On Monday this week, they went in and damaged another painting. They went in there and so there's this painting. I want to make sure I get this artist's name right because he's old. Like, it's Renaissance kind of shit. Diego Velasquez. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
Anyways, his piece called Rock B Venus, these 2 protesters.
Rock B?
Yeah, it's
Venus?
like, well, it might be Roke B, because it's spelled Rokeby, Venus. It's a pretty cool looking piece. I was looking at it. Apparently the history behind it is back in, I also had that written down as well. Back in 1914, this crazy bitch went into the museum that it was at the time then and cut it in half with a fucking hatchet. Like she went in there and just she went in there and just slashed it up. Yeah. So they've had it behind glass just like every other painting, but they've really been trying to make sure that one stays intact since it got fucking cut. But the protesters, the oil ones, they took them little emergency hammers, like the little orange ones, and were breaking the fucking glass trying to get to the actual piece. Yeah. Very stupid. Kind of, like, I understand.
How to go to jail 101.
Yeah, I understand they're trying to get a message across, but why are they going after our old-ass art pieces?
It's oil paintings.
But it has nothing to do with the oil that they're talking about. And not just that, these paintings are fucking...
Weird way to spread a message by making people absolutely fucking hate you.
Yeah, these paintings are hundreds of years old. Do you think those people were affecting the climate we have now by the paintings they made hundreds of years ago because they used oil paint? No, not at all.
I wonder what happened to those people.
I don't know. I think the ones with the tomato soup, they got in pretty big trouble.
Yeah, did they get arrested?
They did. I don't know exactly, but since museums are technically, some are public, some are private, because some you have to pay into, some you don't. I think it just depends, because, protesting's weird.
You're allowed to protest, but not vandalize.
Yeah, that was the thing. And I think since nothing actually got physically damaged with the tomato soup thing, the penalties probably didn't stick. But with this, since they were deliberately trying to break it,
broke the glass.
Yeah, that they will probably get in trouble. I didn't see anything on the article that I read about them.
Yeah, they have to replace the glass.
Yeah,
so that's one thing.
Yeah. But that's just all I seen on that was that, like, those people were really trying to get in there to get it. And like I said, like...
Stupid.
I understand protesting for what you believe in.
Actually, if you go across the, like, little fucking barrier they let you, right?
Yeah.
Is that trespassing? Because it's not within the area you're allowed to be in.
I don't know.
It's the same room.
It might be, depending. They definitely have to have a sign.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be trespassing, though. It'd probably just be something, because if people do pass those kind of barriers, they just get taken out of the building.
Yeah.
And they're refused entry.
But with even trespassing, you can do the same thing.
Yeah, but
you don't have to.
Even if it was one that they paid in, they won't get a refund. They won't be allowed back in it. Like, nothing.
Never back.
Yeah, so, well, maybe those people won't be allowed ever back, but people that just go past the ropes would probably be let back in at some other point.
Yeah, maybe.
If they accidentally crossed them or just were being fucking stupid, you never know. I don't know. You could trip and like, oh, I'm on the other side now.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Fall.
That'd be funny if that's what, like, the Mexicans would try to do to get across the wall.
Fall?
No, they would just like, oh, I tripped, now I'm in America. Oh, what you gotta do? And then we just...
No, it's more like, I got a visa and I'm not leaving.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes they don't have...
Sometimes. But most migrants...
That's what I'm saying.
Illegal.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Just overstay visas.
If they were just like, oh, I'm in America now. Oh, no, I'm not, because they just, like, got sent back. They didn't make it that far because they just tripped over the border a little bit.
Tripped into the wall.
Yeah, they're just like, oops.
Or the glorified fence.
Yeah, it's not much of a wall.
It's a stupid wall anyways.
Yeah. Well, weren't they, like, tearing it down? Like, they weren't...
or they I know Biden was forced to build some of it.
Okay, so, like, I didn't know if they just completely stopped construction.
I think they're leaving what they have.
Okay.
But it won't be a complete fence.
Because that's what he was trying to do, was try to make it like a complete
Yeah.
A very glorified fence, though. Very heavy.
Glorified.
Yeah, very
fence.
heavy, you know.
It's just a fence.
Heavily powered fence. I wonder if they have it like electric, like if it's an electric fence.
I don't think they do. That sounds really fucking expensive.
I wonder if, yeah, because that'd be so much electricity.
Because it had to be a fence because money constraints already.
Yeah. Instead of a wall.
Yeah.
But imagine if it was a wall. Like, that's so, like...
Just pure concrete.
Are we in Minecraft? Like, do we need to build a wall around our base to make sure...
Yeah, like
nobody
I
can
said
get
earlier,
in?
most people overstay their visas. So they're getting in.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, 'cause, they don't, like, I don't know. It seems like they don't track that shit very
It's hard
well.
to track people down, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because you can't find them.
Because you could just pay in cash for most things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid.
Dumb all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can go ahead with your second
All right,
one. That's all I got from
I'll go with a bit of a smaller one.
my protest.
All right, this one's about Overwatch.
Oh shit! Okay.
Right, yeah.
We'll talk about Overwatch.
We sadly play that a lot, but the Overwatch League, it's just fucking over.
Oh.
Uh,
Good thing I never,
yeah,
tried to be a
it's
part of
boring.
that at all.
$120 million league.
Gone. It's just
Gone. Ending. I think they were doing a buyout thing
done.
before,
Yeah.
but this was its final season
I wonder why.
because it wasn't profitable.
And the game's like kind of.
Because they treated it like it was going to be as big as like a mainstream sport.
Yeah.
But it clearly won't ever be that.
I mean.
Because even if you're going in person, you're sitting there watching people play on the computers. You're watching the shit on the screens anyways.
Yeah.
You're not actually seeing it directly.
That's why I'm like, I've never understood the esports like community with like. Back in the day, I would watch like old Call of Duty teams like play up against each other, and I mean it's very interesting. Like watching during like Black Ops 2 and like shit like that, like watching these Call of Duty teams. But once the game started like dying because they started making shitty games, they were still doing them, but the money input, people weren't going to watch them.
Yeah, there's just not enough money in it.
And then especially once the digital world got even bigger, and people were like, oh, they could probably just stream this and then we don't even have to go. Then it just made it even worse. But I've just never understood that.
TV does that.
Yeah.
With the other sports. It's just there's not enough viewership. Because sure, a lot of fucking people play games.
Yeah.
But how many people are actually fucking watching?
Exactly. Because, I don't know, like once a game starts dying down, like nobody's actually gonna sit there and deliberately watch it. You know what I mean? Because like even with like Fortnite, whenever it was big and they were doing these leagues, they were doing leagues like constantly, and people would be playing those and watching that. But then once the game started dying down, I wasn't seeing shit on any Fortnite leagues at all or anything like that.
Watched a lot more gaming content.
Yeah.
I never really watched the leagues of anything.
Exactly.
I'd watch my favorite streamer play, but I don't know shit about these players that are actively playing.
Yeah.
Because I watched Zoronic for Siege.
Okay.
He was a commentator for Rainbow Six Siege competitive thing. And he played, but he didn't participate.
Yeah.
Because why? I have his charm, actually. Because I use my Twitch Prime on him.
Yeah. Well, it's like... What the fuck was I going to say? I don't know, like, when YouTube or, like, Twitch does, like, the get-together thing where they, like, have a bunch of their streamers or whatever like do kind of like something like that where it's like they're playing views. Yeah, they're playing an online match, but it's all these big name streamers or YouTubers or anything. That shit's interesting to watch because you actually sit there and watch these people. Most of these esports players, they don't have like
they don't have a following.
Yeah, and what their following is because of their esports shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not like
like you might find them on Instagram or something like that, but it's focused specifically on their esports playing. It's not like they don't have their own separate channel of them making their own content. It's all about that specific.
All about the sport.
That brand, that company that they're playing for.
And that's just also partially a result of them thinking it's just like normal sports. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I can get my popularity off just playing the game during events. It's not the same.
I don't know. I think esports definitely had like a chance of being really fucking big, and there was a time where it was, but then I think
that's when the hype died down. Yeah. Because it got overinflated, and it was just not worth that much.
Yeah.
It has its place. It's just they built it up too high. Mm-hmm. So it was just bound to collapse.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's, most people don't find it that interesting anyway, so it makes sense that, like, something
because
like that
also it just gets overly technical.
Yeah.
So you have to spend, like, constantly playing that game to understand what the fuck is going on even.
That's why I'm not surprised that, like, the Overwatch League thing is, like, ending or whatever, because it's, like... it hasn't been going on for that long, like, a few years.
It's been quite a while.
I mean, maybe since the game came out, like, the first one back in, like, 2016 or whatever. I mean, that's a good while. That's, like, I don't know, 7 years.
2017.
2017, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, 6 years. 5, 6 years. So, I mean, that's a good while. But I wonder if they're gonna do something with that and like make something new, or if they're just gonna completely stop. Because it just reminds me, like, it's not connected in any way, but like when Minecraft, like when they had Minecraft Earth, and then that wasn't like people weren't downloading it. Yeah, it wasn't profiting at all, so they just got rid of it, and then they made
programs,
and then they made Dimensions or whatever the fuck.
Remember Minecraft Story Mode?
Yeah, Story Mode. That was a good fucking game. They made a second one, I'm pretty sure too, or like a second part.
Yeah, I think they did or something. I don't know. I played the whole thing.
Yeah,
but if they added on to it,
I'm pretty sure they did, because they added more YouTubers to the because the second one has, like, more YouTubers in it.
Yeah, I don't think I played that one.
Yeah.
It was like the Telltale games, right?
Yeah.
It's part of that.
Yeah.
That shit was nice because you could play it on mobile.
I said Minecraft Dimensions. I meant to say Minecraft Dungeons. That's what I meant to say. So, like...
question it.
You know, you had Minecraft, you had Story Mode, and then you had Earth, and then Earth died, and when Earth died, they...
Wasn't Earth like you had your phone out?
Yeah, it was
kind of like Pokemon Go in a way.
It was basically like Pokemon Go. I mean, they had some different mechanisms
little
and shit,
things,
but like
same overall concept.
Yeah. And then Dungeons came out, and apparently they're done with Dungeons. Like, it's still gonna be a game, but they're stopping all DLC, all updates, and everything with it after this year. Well, it's not that it's not doing so well. It's just like after a while, they kind of tend to, let's focus on this new game that they're coming out with. So like they came out with Legends earlier this year, and I think they're realizing, oh shit, we got something with this.
I would play that, but I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, it's like how much $60, I think.
Like a AAA title?
Yeah.
Actually, those are like $70 now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Most like PS5 like new games and like Xbox.
Damn Biden.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn Biden and his fucking inflation he had to bring. Oh my. But
that reminds me of because I would stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I played Detroit Become Human.
Okay.
But there was like a part because I was playing with Levi and his friends, but one of them, because we looked at a sign of like the prices.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a burger $10. We're like, dang, those prices are massive.
Yeah.
And you just hear the one dude say in the background, God damn it, Biden. Came out of nowhere. Like, what?
Yeah, because it's like that has nothing to do with, yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, like I was saying, with, like, Legends, it's like, I think they're realizing they got something with it. Like, it's a very big, open world kind of game, and I bet they will.
It does seem interesting.
They will be updating it for a very long time. I can expect that. Now, do I wish they would do more with the regular fucking game? Yes. Do I like what they're doing with this new update that they're coming out with? Yes.
Yeah. I want just like an animal update where it's just a fuck ton of animals.
Well, like I was telling you the other day.
Or like just 10 animals.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like I was telling you the other day, so they do like this thing with like the BBC where they do like this wild adventures thing, and they'll have like these animals in their natural habitat in the base game, but it's for like the education edition. But it's like, why can't you just take those models and put them in the actual game?
It's partly done.
Like, I don't even care if they fucking give them the same drops that the other animals already have.
I just want them to have drops. Because it seems like whenever they add a new animal, when you kill it, it won't drop anything. Yeah,
that's what people are hoping with, like, the Breeze, that it'll add a new item to the game. Which apparently with those, what they've came out with here recently, so with the trial chambers and those trial spawners or whatever, you know the loot that comes out once you beat the trial or whatever? Like, you'll get, like, some loot.
Does it just shoot out?
Yeah, it just comes out the top of it or whatever. Basically, you can possibly get a key. They haven't said what the key goes to yet, and they haven't said...
portal in the deep dive.
You know, that'd be awesome. But, like, it has, like, a skull on it, and then, like, it's, like, made out copper, like the key part.
Probably just, like, a really good chest at the end of the thing.
I'm assuming it's something, but like I'm hoping they, because they're really getting into the like trial dungeons kind of form of it. Like the YouTube video I was watching was
they
like,
did really need more shit like that. Because there's this one mod that fucking every mod pack uses. It's just dungeons.
Well, you gotta think.
Work your way down.
It seems like these past few updates, they've really been focusing on the underground aspect of the game.
It has been lacking for a while.
Well, because for the longest time they were just updating everything that was on the surface. You know, they did the ocean update, and then like villagers, and they were constantly updating and fixing the surface things. And then once they came out with another update, they're like, oh shit, we actually did good with this nether update. Maybe we can start adding shit to the...
I'd like some biome revamps.
Yeah.
You know?
I would too. I think the last biome revamp they did was for the taiga.
Yeah.
And then that was when we got the fox. But, like, because we got the caves and cliffs.
Because it is a nice biome now.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely feels
the old biome
fresher.
They added so much more foliage, like, everything. But, like...
I'd like to see them do more with the desert.
Yeah, the desert, the savannah, any of them. I'd like them to revamp the jungle a little bit more. Add something with the jungle.
I'd like the deserts be more like sand dune-ish. Because the generation just isn't like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
It should be in waves. Sort of thing. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. And then have like a quicksand, kind of like the snow, the powdered snow or whatever that's in the game. But like they vamped the... cave generation, made it massive, made it huge, everybody loved it. Then they're like, okay, let's add with this, makes the deep dark, which adds a whole new big fucking structure in there, and then now they're adding these trial things that are also underground. So I think they're really trying to add more things that are underground, which I really
more interesting mining experience.
For sure, because then you never know if you're going to run into something like that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And, like, with the YouTuber I was watching, he was saying that it seems like they're really pulling from, like, the new Zelda games that are going on. Like, the kind of, like, these trial dungeon kind of things. Not really copying, just, like, because there's different rooms and there's challenges and, like, all this other shit. Like, people back, like... Even like 4 or 5 years ago, if you were playing Minecraft, you would not think that they would be coming out with something like that. You know what I mean? Like
they definitely need some fresher things.
Like having some sort of vamped battling, like making it harder to get shit, like just a bunch of shit to make people want to do it more and play the game more. Because people are constantly playing the game, but it dies off and then comes back.
I'd like to see the ray tracing go further.
Yeah.
And not just on fucking, what was it, Windows 10 edition. Because I tried it out, and that was with my 2060. I should try it now.
Yeah.
Because I have I think it's a 4070. It might be a 4070 Ti. I may have spent a little bit on that, but...
A little bit. I think
a lot better.
I think you spent as much on that as I spent on my 2060.
How much did you spend on your 2060?
It was like $835.
Oh, yeah. If anything, I spent less.
Oh.
I think it was about $700 to $800.
I bought mine during COVID, so...
Yeah. Terrible time.
Yeah. Well, it was after COVID.
It's still a shitty time. It was when it was kind of...
I think I might have got it, like, December or January, like, either, like, December 2021 or January 2022.
You took too long to start getting parts. That was the issue.
Well...
And then COVID hit.
I didn't have a job, so I couldn't actually pay for it. So...
I did, sorta.
Yeah, didn't have a job. I had to wait till I got my fucking job at McDonald's to fucking...
It took me a whole summer to get my computer.
Took me 2 paychecks, and then I bought everything then.
Yeah.
Everything that I needed. I had most of the parts. It was just the big, costly parts that I needed. Yeah. And there was only like 3 of them. I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't even remember what all parts.
Most expensive CPU, graphics card, and what else was there? I guess the motherboard. You got a really shitty motherboard, though.
I think I had that at that point already.
Yeah. Well, the cases prices were really high for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like 70 or 90
bucks. The sheer amount of people during COVID that I had to like help find parts for. Mm-hmm. At one point, I just made Levi do it all, and I stopped helping. But you'd constantly be like, they're like, oh, well, I haven't gotten this yet. This part's really expensive now, or it's just out of stock. Mm-hmm. So you'd constantly have to go back into the list that you set for them. Find an alternative.
That was also what was taking so long, is that whenever I would have the money, it would either not be in stock or just like, so I tried to stick around the same.
I remember struggling to find you a case.
Yeah.
Fucking cases. Just sold out constantly.
Yeah, never know why, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that will, I'll have that kind of tied into my second news article. So I brought up how I worked at McDonald's. So,
Did you purposely do that?
No.
Okay.
Because we were just talking. I was like, well, I just got a job, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so, my next news article... so you remember how last year, like this time last year, around November or whatever, well, every year, they come out with the motherfucking rib, you know what I mean?
How many did I don't know if he wants to say his name, but...
We've said his name. It's Michael.
Okay.
We've said Michael's name plenty
remember.
of time. This motherfucker don't remember shit. Anyways, last year, so... It was on its farewell tour. It was supposed to be done after last year, right? So Michael decided to buy 13 McRibs.
Was it in that one setting?
At one time.
I remember the employee, because I think I was buying my stuff there.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you come up to the counter here, you get a discount.
Yeah.
Or something. It wasn't a whole lot. It was not worth it.
It's like 10% or whatever. It's not that much.
But I got like one item, so it was not enough to matter.
But like, I wasn't with you guys when he did that, but I do remember him being like, I just bought 13 McRibs. I'm like, all in one sitting? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, the employee is like, were you the one that bought all those McRibs? And he's like, yeah. He's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Fat fuck, like, damn. No, because, I mean, with me being, like, a McDonald's worker as well, I've never worked when the McRib was going on. So
I think Michael did let me have one of those.
Yeah, he let me try one.
Because it was a lot.
Yeah.
McRibs.
I had never
His
had...
whole fridge was full of them.
Yeah. I had never had a McRib prior to
I didn't either.
that. So he was like, oh, yeah, I have so many. You can have one. You can try it. So I was like, okay. So I tried it. Not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know why people obsess over it
write
so
home
much.
about.
It's like these fucking pumpkin spice bullshit. I think it's just this kind of time of season. People love to find something to fucking
they're just bored and
obsess over.
They're like, it's getting winter. I'm getting sad.
Oh my god, my pumpkin spice.
Oh my god, the McRibs bag.
Oh my god, the McRib.
Oh my god.
You know, like, how about you guys go like, oh my god, salad. You know, I don't know. Just like. Don't go to fucking, don't go to McDonald's, don't go to Starbucks, go to a salad place. I don't know. Anyways,
I ain't excited over a salad.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
You're sticking bones.
Your name's Matthew. That's for sure.
Your name's Matthew, who puts, a bunch of different shit in a salad for no reason.
Everything you
cheese.
can think of, drench it in ranch.
Yeah, ranch, bacon.
Make it not healthy anymore.
Milk. I don't know. You remember when
that once.
You remember when he shoved all of his food in the milk bottle and we made him drink it or whatever?
The human blender?
Yeah, the human blender.
I don't know why I agreed to that. I remember I told him to bite into an orange before like an apple. Mm-hmm. And that was the one time he gagged being the human blender.
Yeah, that's what we would do in middle school with him, is that we would make him do this stupid shit. He could have said no.
He was very willing.
No, but he was like, okay.
Because he just didn't give a shit about the taste.
Yeah.
So he'd just do it.
So we just started calling him the human blender because he'd just sit there and fucking...
It was disgusting.
And all that
but
shit
it was
down.
funny.
Yeah. But, if I was working... Because, like I said, I've worked at McDonald's. But if I was working there and, like, somebody ordered, like, something like that... Because I heard the McRib isn't that hard to make, but it's a little annoying. That if somebody... ordered 13 of those, I would probably get it kind of slightly aggravated.
It's also the same person that order like 100 chicken nuggets.
Yeah, he'd just come through. Hey, I need 4 20 pieces. I need 5 20 pieces. Like, I need 6 20 pieces.
That was where you worked, right?
Yeah.
So you had to deal with it.
I had to deal with it once. I was working there once when he did it. There was one time I remember
was he just buying for his whole family?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And they all wanted...
I remember
McNuggets.
One day at school he told me about it. He's like, yeah, were you working yesterday? I was like, no. Why? And he was like, because I went through and ordered like 6 20-piece chicken nuggets or whatever. I'm like, holy shit. And then I worked that day, so I went to work and I asked them, and they were like, yeah, somebody did order fucking 6 20 pieces.
Cunt.
They were like, that wasn't you, was it? I was like, no. I was like, that was my friend. And then they were like, go tell your friend to go fuck himself. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because it takes up all the fryers, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, because...
you can't make fries?
Well, no, because the fries are separate from that. So,
so what's the issue?
Well, because they have them in trays, and each tray probably holds, I don't know exactly how much, but probably like 40 to 45, maybe 50 nuggets in each tray, and we at least have 2. Some places keep 3, whatever. We started doing 3 over the summer, but...
Yeah, for the Michaels.
Yeah, people like that. Well, over the summer as well, we had a deal going on. McDonald's had a deal going on where you could get... it was like a 20-piece for like $8 or something like that. Or no, it was something weird. It was like a 20-piece for $8 or something. And then there was also a deal going on at the same time where you could get 2 10-pieces, which was a 20-piece, for $6.
Oh.
So like people would just order 2 of those for $12 and get a 40-piece.
I can't remember the last time I bought McNuggets.
Really?
Fucking, yeah. McDonald's.
I get nuggets basically almost every time I go. Not every time.
I remember when it was the last time I did. It was the BTS meal.
Oh, no.
Because it was funny.
I'm glad I didn't work during that time. I didn't work there.
The sauces were okay.
I didn't try them. I remember...
They're all right.
I remember...
nothing special, but...
when they were doing like the Szechuan sauce thing.
Never got that.
I remember it's from
like
Rick and Morty or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Mulan Szechuan sauce.
I remember when this kid in our grade named Trenton, He would constantly be asking me, be like, "You guys got the Szechuan sauce in today?" I'm like, because it was during tennis season, I was only working Sundays, basically, at that point. I mean, I was working Saturdays and Sundays, but sometimes it'd only be Sunday. So, but it was usually Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. But I was like, I haven't worked since Sunday. And he was asking me on, like, a Wednesday. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, well, the one in Parkersburg does. I was like, well, then we probably do. So I was like, go to the Parkersburg one. I was like, go there. You know?
Or just ask.
Yeah.
When you go to McDonald's.
Exactly. Just go.
It's
somewhere.
right by the school. You could walk there after school.
But anyways, I would just have people constantly asking me that kind of shit. Like, do you guys got this? Do you got that? I don't know. Fucking go there and find out. Just because you know I work there doesn't mean I'm your fucking, you know. I didn't care to answer the questions, but it was like, especially during that time when I wasn't working as much, how am I supposed to know if we had it or not? I loved when people would ask me if the ice cream machine was working. I was like, go check. I don't know. Why would I know? It could be broken one day, fixed the next, you know what I mean?
Because it was like a contracted machine, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a really fucked
situation. It was broken over the summer for like a month and a half because when they were cleaning it, they lost the piece that sealed it. That sealed the lever part that you like pull down for the ice cream to come in. So it was just constantly leaking ice cream. It was awful.
You just stick a bucket and leave?
Yeah, we would stick a bucket underneath of it, and then that's when the fucking night shift and the day morning shift were going at it, because morning shift would be, because when they would come in, they were supposed to fucking clean it, and they kept leaving it there, and then the night shift managers finally started saying something like, hey, I shouldn't be having to come in at 4 o'clock to see this bucket completely full. And then one of the managers was like, one of the managers just kept saying, we're going to leave that for night shift. And they were like, that's night shift's job kind of thing. So finally, the general manager of that store, the GM,
general manager,
finally just went and fucking did it. None of the crew workers were allowed to do it, apparently, or else I would have just fucking went and dumped it out. Because it started to stink after a while, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous that you guys are being so petty that you can't, you're all grown-ass adults, and you can't just go and dump this out. It's a bucket full of ice cream. It's not like it's a bucket of lava. It's not like it's a fucking cinder block.
Liquid.
Yeah. But it would just stink after a while.
Dairy.
But it was only when you got close to it. If you were away from it, you couldn't really smell it. But when you got close to it, you could smell it. But then they finally dumped it out, and then it just started filling up again, and then the same shit fucking happened. And that
How did it not run out of ice cream?
It's because dumb fucks kept filling it up.
Oh my god.
So, like, people, they shut it off and everything else. But then, like, when that shit broke, somebody completely filled both sides because it's two different sides.
Yeah.
They filled both sides up completely. So it took, like, almost a month just for them to completely run out. It was awful.
A steady drip.
Yeah. Just doop, 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 you know. Anyways, back to the news article that I was talking about. Yeah. With the McRib's.
I completely forgot it was the McRib's.
Even though they had their farewell tour last year, which very many people were sad about. Yeah. Apparently, it's been coming back to certain, like, states in the United States. So, like,
I knew it was bullshit.
I read that, like, some locations in Ohio and some locations in Pennsylvania have been getting it, and, like, other places have been getting it. And they're like, check at your local McDonald's to see if the McRib's back. So not every McDonald's has it, but some do. So if you like the McRib, you might not be...
If you're really in love with the McRib for whatever fucking reason.
They might not be completely running out of it.
You know?
I mean, you got to think, like, they had a pretty good, like... advertising with that because it was a seasonal thing. It would come out every year around this time.
You could make your own McRib.
yeah, for sure. But like people,
I could take a banquet meal with the little fucking strips of the barbecue.
You're right.
Do the
Put it on a sandwich, and then boom, there you go. Put some pickles on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it have onions? Or did Michael just add that?
I think Michael could have added it, but I think it did come with like slivered onions.
Yeah.
I think.
But
like
no matter
I said,
what, even if it did or didn't, you could add it or not, right?
Like I said, I've never actually worked there whenever they had the campaign going on, so I've never actually had to deal with that. But I have had to deal with seasonal things going on. So like when they get the holiday cream pies or when they get the pumpkin cream pie, it's like a bunch of stuff like that. People are constantly like, you got this, you got that. And it's like...
So the only seasonal shit I've had to deal with at work is Memorial Day and 4th of July.
But that isn't with food.
Yeah.
That's just the holiday.
That's just the people.
Well, because I never worked there actually during Thanksgiving. I only worked there once during Christmas time, and then...
I feel like Christmas time would be awful.
And
Thanksgiving.
Twice during... because I worked there this past summer, so during 4th of July. And then...
Because there'd be those weird families, like, they're not making a ham or anything. They're just buying a shit ton of McDonald's for their Thanksgiving.
I tell you what, that McDonald's on the 4th of July, the first year that I was working there, and I worked there during the 4th of July. I worked an early shift. It was like an 8 to 4 or whatever. And we weren't too slow. We were getting cars like quite often, but not like as often as a normal day. But I remember I would be on the grill, because I was on the grill that day, making fucking hot dogs when I probably shouldn't have been, because that's like a sanitary thing, but I didn't give a fuck. They were letting me cook the hot dogs on them bitches, so I was just cooking them on there. And then I was making hot dog sauce. Like, I was doing everything. I went over to the gas station, bought a shit ton of hot dogs, like everything, because they had hot dogs. And we, like, ran out because people ate them. And they were like, we want more hot dogs. So I was like, okay. We weren't selling the hot dogs. We were just, as the workers, eating them. But then last summer, people brought in food again, but we didn't do the hot dog thing. But, like, this past summer, it was, like, dead. Like, we had a car maybe every 30 minutes to an hour.
Nothing was going on.
I was on the window that day, and that was the happiest I had ever been on the drive-through window. Yeah. I worked late that night. That's what sucked, was that they scheduled me...
Because everyone's going out to watch fireworks.
Yeah. They scheduled me...
Out to, like, a family farm or just to town.
They scheduled me, like, 1 to 9 or 2 to 10 or whatever, so there was no way I was going out and watching anything. But people were letting off fireworks pretty close to the McDonald's for some reason.
It's questionably legal, but
okay. Well, not, like, crazy close. They came by.
I wonder if that's within, like, city limits.
Well, they came in and asked, and they were like...
Can we set off fireworks in the McDonald's parking lot?
No, like, not in the parking lot. They were like, can we set them off down there? And they were like, yeah, that's far enough away where you can. So they were setting them off down, like, away from the McDonald's. But we would just... Because it was me... I think Josh was working that night. Matthew was for sure working that night, because I remember... And then I don't know if Charlie was working that night or not, but we went out there and we were just playing Smash like we'd normally do after work or whatever, and then there's just these fireworks coming off. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad that this is my 4th of July this year. You know, I didn't get to go hang out with my family or with my friends.
My 4th of July was sad as shit.
I mean, I got to hang out with friends and watch fireworks and play games. I was content. But, like, I didn't get to go with family or anything, but I was fine.
Night shift at Sam's.
Woo!
That was so fucking boring because I didn't have music to listen to then.
Oh, no.
I didn't have my earbuds. So I was just so fucking bored. I had to listen to the shitty radio that kept playing.
And I bet it was like probably some shitty ass grocery store kind of music kind of thing.
There'd be like that occasional, oh, this is a decent song.
Yeah.
Not one that I'd normally like, but it's okay of a song. But I was so bored, and then I hit every red light on the way home.
Oh, that would piss me off, yeah.
But I did get to see some fireworks at a red light.
Hell yeah.
Off in the distance, over the trees.
At least you got to see some fireworks.
Yeah, I saw 3.
4th of July, woo.
4th of July.
There's, what's funny is, like, grocery store, like, music that they play is so interesting. I actually found...
I will say, our Sam's had a better music than most places.
Yeah. I found on Spotify, which check out the podcast on Spotify, by the way. I found a like a thing on the like a playlist on Spotify that is called like grocery store music. Like so, like
that's a fucking playlist.
A bunch of people that have like worked on worked at a grocery store just add music to it, and it's hilarious because it's all like I sat there and listened to it. I was like, I would hear this fucking song at a grocery store, and it's just like I'm picturing walking in like a Dollar General or something, and I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Grocery store song. But yeah, if you like the McRib, you can find it at your local McDonald's somewhere, I guess. Don't buy 13 of them, though, unless you're a fat dick. I mean, Michael, you're not a fat dick, but if you're a fat dick, go buy 13.
Yeah, you're just kind of a dick.
go buy 13 McRibs. But if you're not...
You know, trying to feed your family of 14.
Buy 1 or 2.
Yeah, buy 2.
If you're hungry, buy 2.
If you're hungry, buy 2.
If you're not that hungry, get 1. Or don't get it at all. You know? Get a McChicken.
Do what I do. Order the cheeseburger meal.
Get a French
every
fry.
fucking time I go to McDonald's.
I get a bunch of different shit.
I get the same shit. But not every place has the cheeseburger meal, which I find weird.
Are you sure about
Yeah,
that?
I've been to more than one McDonald's where they don't have the 2 cheeseburger meal.
Really? That is
and I'm
weird.
Like, why?
That
is
the
most
weird.
Normal fucking meal you can make.
I'll tell you one weird, one stupid thing that happens at McDonald's, and people, you need to fucking stop this. Stop going
to McDonald's.
Stop going to McDonald's and ordering hamburgers with cheese. Don't order a hamburger and ask them to add cheese. Because guess what? That's a fucking cheeseburger. Get the fucking cheeseburger. Guess what? And it's cheaper. The fucking cheeseburger is cheaper than the hamburger. Especially if I'm wanting to be a dick and I'm taking your order and I'm already aggravated that day. If you say hamburger with cheese, I'm putting it because it's going to make your sandwich even more expensive. And that's on your
So normally
stupidity.
you'd correct them?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you should just get a cheeseburger.
Well, I would just hit cheeseburger.
Oh,
I'm like,
you just wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like if they'd say, can I get we'd also get this, like, can I get a McDouble no cheese? I'm like, oh, well, we have a double hamburger. And they're like, yeah, but that thing's expensive. It is expensive. It's like $6 for one of them. It's really pricey. But it's... For the people back there making food on the line, when they see a McDouble no cheese, you hear them. Because I do it too.
Yeah.
So you hear them, what the fuck is this? We have double hamburgers for a reason. That's what I would do. I'd go...
I'm assuming it clogs up the screen a bit more.
Well, a little...
Or it just makes it weirder to...
A little bit, because you'll just see McDouble no cheese.
Because you glance at it, right?
But you know we have a double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So, well, not even double cheeseburger, a double hamburger. So you're like, what the fuck? Just put the double hamburger, you know? And then some people are like, oh, well, they know it's more expensive, so I just did that or something. Or if you're just being nice.
Yeah.
Especially if they want it in the meal, like if they want the McDouble meal, but they don't want it with cheese, then you got to ring it up that way because the double hamburger, you can't do that in the meal. And the hamburger, you can't either. So it gets annoying, but so, yeah. But anyways, PSA... If you're ordering one fucking cheeseburger with no cheese, order a fucking hamburger. It's not that much more. Like, it's really not. Yeah. I know inflation's made things go up, but...
bitch.
You know, it's really not that much more. Okay. I'm done with my little rant.
I never really had many issues at Sam's.
Yeah.
Probably because it was, like, people that were able to afford a membership at Sam's were going.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of old people and foreign couples.
Hell yeah.
Which is interesting. Because I remember you would not see this many like non-white people in that area if you went to the Walmart right down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
But you go to that Sam's, my God, the place is so much more diverse. Although, oddly enough, still not many black people, but a lot of like Middle Eastern and Asians. A lot of Middle Eastern.
I had a legit Buddhist come into the McDonald's one day.
Oh, like a monk?
Yeah, like a monk. Yeah, the motherfucker had the orange gown. I thought some dude was coming out of jail, like he broke out of jail or something. But he went.
Still serve McDonald's.
No, he didn't even come over to the McDonald's. I just seen him.
He went to the Go Mart.
He walked through the McDonald's to go to the fucking Go Mart. Which people love to do. I'm sitting up there on the lobby. They come through the McDonald's. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to have to take this person's order. Then they just walk across.
I mean, if it's like cold out or something, you're inside immediately.
I guess, especially if you park closer on the McDonald's side, then it's whatever. But like,
or that you're just avoiding the slightly sketchier outside.
I have also had people that have like been coming back from the prison.
Walk through.
Well, no, from like the prison.
Oh.
That would be sitting in there. They wouldn't be in their orange gown, but that's why I made the joke, because I was like, one of them break out or whatever. But no, yeah, legit like a monk. He had the orange fucking gown and everything. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cool.
The window factory?
Yeah.
My dad, when he worked there, he said they had like a prisoner program there. But then they had to end it because the prisoners were going out and raping people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
it was fucked.
Like
while they were at work.
Like going outside?
Yeah, like in the woods right by the factory.
Like raping coworkers.
I'm pretty sure it was coworkers. It was women.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was really fucked.
That's fucked up. That's
I don't know how they didn't keep track of them if they were active prisoners in the building.
They probably don't do that no more.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure that service fucking stopped right away.
Ended that shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's probably like in the 2000s or like something like that.
Like 2020.
Oh my God.
It was not that long ago.
Oh my God. I was thinking
because my dad didn't work there long because he's a mechanic for a long time.
Yeah.
And then they just fired off all the higher paid mechanics.
Yeah. Well, I assumed it was like a job that he had like a long time ago that happened. And oh my God, that's crazy that they fucking did that.
Might have been 2019, but nonetheless.
That's still too. Oh my God, how dumb do you have to be to?
It was like one or two of the prisoners. Most of them were fine, I think.
Well, one or two of them ruined it for everybody else.
Bad apple. Ruins the bunch.
Shit apple fell from the shit tree, and now you got
Yeah, it was
that shit going on.
Wacky.
Fuck that. Okay.
All right. Topic 2.
Woo.
GTA 6 announcement.
Oh shit.
It's actually gonna be a thing.
They're actually announcing it, or is it like they're like just announcing that they're gonna be
that they're making it.
Okay.
They're starting on it.
They haven't set a
no date,
no trailer or anything. So it's just like a little.
They're like, we're gonna be making the game.
Took them fucking
forever.
10 years.
Now we just gotta get Skyrim.
I've never played any of those.
Really? Not even like the main one?
Never played any Skyrim games. Never played any of the Elder Scrolls games.
It's all the same, but...
never any of the Dark Souls games.
I haven't played Dark Souls.
I've never played any of those games.
Mainly because Dark Souls sounds like a lot of effort.
Have I wanted to, go through and play, Skyrim?
Skyrim's definitely worth it.
And, all those games? Yeah,
but I only own it in VR now. So...
I bet that's fun.
It's an experience for hours on end.
Yeah.
Right? Because I remember I'd listen to, I don't know, it was some, let's say ethereal kind of music. Like, it was weird.
Okay.
Right?
I can kind of picture
maybe
it a little bit.
It might have been more lo-fi sort of type. But I'd be in VR for 3 or 4 hours.
Oh my God.
Just playing Skyrim. Middle of the night.
That burned the fuck out of your retinas and shit.
Oh yeah, your eyes get real tired.
And red probably
because your face is hot as shit, but the rest of you is not.
You look like a crackhead that just came from a spa.
Yeah.
You're like,
fuck.
yeah.
Because as soon as you take the headset off, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because I'd set just a couple of water bottles up for myself. Thing is, they cheaply ported that Skyrim.
Mm.
So it's just like you get the werewolf and you just move your hands as fast as fucking possible because it doesn't limit the speed you can hit.
Yeah, that's funny.
So you just kill things immediately. And that's why I became a werewolf on that.
But I would definitely like to play that game. I just never have. But yeah, GTA 6.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're at 56 minutes.
Okay.
About-ish.
GTA 6 announcement, huh? So they just announced that they're like, we're working on it? Or
yeah, I guess they like restructured the company
okay.
into growth mode.
Whatever that fucking...
I'm assuming since tech companies and the like are struggling a bit more because the boom's kind of leveling out. It's like, oh, we can't just rapidly hire every fucking person.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm wondering, like, because I've been seeing, like, people have been saying it for years, but I'm wondering if for this game they're going to pull from a lot of the other maps from the OG GTA games to, like, kind of go with it, or if they're going to completely make a whole new, like, big-ass map. Because, like, I'd like to see them kind of introduce, like, Vice City and San Andreas and shit. Because, like, I've seen mock-ups of things where, like, you could fly to those different places and, like, interact with those characters that you played in those games. And I think that'd be cool because they also, like, in 2021 or whatever, they remastered, like, those games. Like, I think it was, like, GTA San Andreas, Vice City, and I think maybe GTA 3, I think. It was like a 3 collection that they, like, remastered. So I think it'd be cool if they did that, like, something like that, anyways.
Yeah, this is a quote. We expect to enter this new era by launching several groundbreaking titles that we believe will set new standards in our industry. And they said more, but I'm going to end it there because it's not an important quote. It's like a full-on fucking paragraph quote.
Red Dead 3? You think they'll make a Red Dead 3?
I don't know. Maybe in like 15 years.
Maybe. Yeah, it took them a while to make the second one after the first one, too, huh? I don't know. It seems like it takes them a little while, but I mean, you got to think their maps are huge and like really, especially
the scale's getting much larger.
And there's these newer games, like especially for Red Dead 2, the detail is fucking ridiculous.
I know, it's such a beautiful looking game.
But from what
I'd like to get it.
From like how
the story actually seems interesting,
and from how it ended, I don't think. I mean, they could maybe make a third one.
Yeah.
I would like to see them maybe try, but I don't know how they would do it unless they had just a completely
I don't know how it ended, so...
I don't remember. I just remember, like, the main character that people were used to playing died, and then, like, you play this... This ain't even spoilers. The game's been out for a good while. You play, like, this newer guy that you also played in, like, the first game, because the second game takes place before the first game. So... I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. I haven't watched any gameplay footage or anything like that since the game came out, and it's been a few years. So, but yeah, I've never actually played it. I've just watched a complete playthrough of it. So yeah. Anyways, I'd like to see them make a third one maybe, or just like a rendition of it. I wonder what new games they could make because I don't know what all games they own. So.
Well, NBA 2K.
Oh.
They said the newest one not as hot as the last year's. Starting to fall off a bit more.
What, like their NBA games and stuff like that? Or...
Yeah. Yeah. It's just NBA 2K.
Yeah. I mean, when you're... it's basketball.
Yeah, I don't know what they add new to every fucking year.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're just juicing the fuck out of the game.
Probably microtransactions, and there's probably some sort of like tier.
You got new players.
Yeah. That's it.
But I feel like you can just DLC all that instead of
making a
whole new AAA title.
Every year, you could just make one big game and do DLC for like 2 or 3 years and then make another one and then do DLC for that for 2 or 3 years.
Maybe they're just trying to have it for that season's only.
I think they
those
are.
Players.
Yeah.
But I guess it could work like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
sure. But I don't think it should be $60.
Yeah.
It's like, if you release a new one every year, like at most 30.
Yeah,
right?
most games shouldn't be $60. I mean, yeah, if they spent a long time
ridiculous.
Working on it and like it's a really good game.
Indie games are usually better now.
Yeah.
And they've gotten to a point where the quality is high enough for indie games.
Some of these like free games on Steam and like not even free games, but like games that are like $15-$20.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
There's a lot of good ones. I'm really looking forward to the second Hollow Knight.
Okay.
Silksong. They've had so many fucking delays on that. I'm pretty sure they only have 3 people still working.
Hollow Knight's a platforming game, ain't it? I'm pretty sure.
2D platformer.
Yeah, I've never played it. That's why I haven't.
It's my all-time favorite game.
That's why I haven't played it, because I'm not the biggest fan of platformers.
I love 2D platformers for some reason.
I suck at platforming games. I can play Mario.
I don't really care for Mario.
I can play Mario games, but like, that's the only platforming game I play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not the best at platforming
I
games.
love the play style of Hollow Knight, and the story's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
And it's good art, too.
What's that game where, like, you're in, like, a cauldron and you have to, like, get yourself up with, like, a sledgehammer?
Oh, fuck. How did I forget that?
That game, I would suck at it, too. Because I'm not good at, like, parkour.
It's miserably long.
And that game's fucking hard to deal with to begin with, so... I love watching people completing it, or love watching people completely falling.
I've seen the fastest ones, they just really fucking fast.
I love watching the videos, too, like, of just the people's reactions when they're, like, super far up, like, almost close to being done, and they completely fall to almost the end, like, to the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Holy shit.
I would never play the game again.
Because you can do that.
I would never play that fucking game again if that happened to me.
Yeah.
I would not touch it at all.
There's been a similar game to that, sort of. I think it's by some Chinese company, but your character's like running constantly, and you gotta jump up the obstacles at the right times. But you can just fall all the way down. It took you hours to get there. Real hard, I guess.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I think I know
saw
exactly
one girl.
what you're talking about.
She fucking used voice commands, like a mic, and she'd tell the character what to do, and she completed the game that way.
How?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the end. She's like, oh, finally.
I bet it took a long time.
Yeah.
And your fucking vocal cords would probably
it's like,
get like...
jump.
Yeah.
Left. Left.
Run. Forward.
I think it runs forever. I don't think you could stop.
Oh, shit. So you have to... Maybe you have to be saying that shit fast. Like, left, right, you know,
left,
like shit like
left.
that. Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah,
okay.
Awful.
Well, I think that's it.
It's a good ending point. Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, for the 3rd time now, we're on Spotify.
Actually on there.
Check it out. You might see a video on the social medias as well. So, yeah, about being on Spotify. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time on the next episode. I wasn't even looking at the camera the whole time I said that, apparently. Yay.
Good night.
Yeah. Bye.